Hey everybody, it's Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse. And guys, we just got done with Outer Banks Season 3, Episode 4, called The Diary. Guys, we are so glad to be back with another episode review for you guys. There was a lot that happened in this episode. I feel like this episode, a lot went down because we're finally back in the Outer Banks. So we have a lot to talk about. But I'm going to let Annie go first about what she liked about this episode. And then I'll probably chime in on some things I liked about this episode. But this, I feel like, episode really kicks off the season because now we are back at the Outer Banks and a lot of things are going down. So, what did you like, Annie?
I want to start off with the one.
We might go all over the place too for this one because there's a lot to talk about. But Annie, what did you like?
I know you're not here for this, but Barry's back.
Yeah, that's why you guys see the title Country Club in it, because that was the standout of this episode, probably for me, that had me crying because I did not expect Barry would be back. I'm not hating on it, but it's the funniest thing when we have Barry and Rafe together. It's literally the two Stooges. And I find if you can make the Three Stooges with Ward on there, but
no, I find really part.
I know I'm saying, but if you add Ward into the mix, that would be the Three Stooges. But I it's always funny having Rafe and Barry together because also it makes the most chaos. And I do think that this will why Rafe goes to Barry, it's gonna make things I feel get really chaotic, especially because as we all know, Barry, has taken a lot of hits from, Rafe's part of the family, whether it be Sarah with, John B. and the rest of the Pogues and jumping him after he stole the gold nugget and stuff like that. And then JJ taking his money and then Rafe not paying him back and a whole bunch of bullshit. And then, of course, Barry ratting out Rafe and having him arrested. And, of course, that's when Ward had to clear Rafe's name by him exploding himself and we thought he was dead back in Season 2. So I feel really bad for Barry. And the way Rafe goes to Barry saying, look, I have to go sell the cross, but I don't want it. It's my cross. And I need my father to look at it oh, someone stole it from me, and I need you to steal it from me, so I don't have to sell to anybody else, and I will give you the biggest payday of your life because that cross is mine, and they want to give it to a museum because in this episode, kind of Ward is officially almost kind of realizing realizing he messed up big time. He's not happy with the choices he's made in his life, especially with Sarah. He had flashbacks of him choking Sarah, and he actually had flashbacks to start out of all the good moments he had with Sarah, and then all the bad moments he had, especially when he was willing to almost kill her to so no one, so she couldn't go anywhere else, back on the what is it, the something adventure or the venture or
Figure 8.
Yeah, no, the ship, what was it called,
Coastal Venture.
The Coastal Venture, when he was about to kill her at the end of Season 2. So he was breaking down crying. I gotta admit, I felt really bad for Ward. I was like, damn, bro, I'm happy you're finally realizing all the shit you've done, all for just some gold. And he kind of wants to make up for his sins in a way. And he said, the best way to start off our new chapter of our life, you know what I mean? We can't go back to our old life, but the good way to start off the new chapter is we'll keep the gold because we're gonna need that for the rest of our life to make a living. But we can give the cross to a museum, kind of trying to make up for our sins a little bit. So I was like, okay, I kind of he's trying to do good a little bit, but Ward, Rafe doesn't like it because he's it's all about Sarah. That's why you want me to sell this cross.
Yeah.
It's always about Sarah to Rafe, because he was trying to fight for Ward's love. You know what I mean? Because let's be real, Ward, I would say, loves Sarah a lot more than Rafe, and even Rafe knows it, and even Ward knows it. So it's kind of I do feel bad for Rafe because he feels like he has to fight for his father's love, and he feels like it's a competition with Sarah, and he despises Sarah for that one reason.
Yeah.
And it's always going to be in him, but also he still loves her at the same time. But it always comes around where he feels like he has to fight for his father's love, and that makes him hate Sarah even more. So I'm a little bit worried about that going forward because Sarah was in the house when she heard about about Ward wanting to sell the cross. And and about and that's why she went to go tell Pope. Well, Kiara went to go talk to JJ about the cross is going to be back here, and Ward wants Rafe to sell it, and this is a chance for us to get the the cross back. But going to other than that, Annie, what else did you like? Because there was a lot going on with JJ and Kiara. If you want to talk about that, because I know that we're really invested in that relationship.
Yeah,
we want it to happen.
I mean, I really wanted to be JJ and Kiara since Season 1.
Yeah.
And every season they get close and they get pulled apart.
Mm-hmm.
Like season 1 they were close, then John B kissed her. Season 2 they got close, and Pope she slept with Pope. Every season they get closer and they get pulled apart by
I would
something.
say I didn't notice that like love dynamic until he kind of stepped in to kind of, you know, save her life. I only noticed it then that, oh my god, I could see something here, holy shit. But damn, if you noticed back in season 1, good on you. I wanted to know if anybody else kind of saw that kind of love tension between them back in season 1, because I sure as hell didn't. But the good call if you've been wanting to get them together since season 1. But I want to know, what did you think though about how, like, what JJ said to Kiara? You know, because remember when they get back, real quick, when they all get back to Outer Banks, they kind of all in the way go their separate ways, because we have John B with, you know, his father, which, by the way, let's talk about that real quick, that he isn't going insane. I'm glad they, like, cleared that up real quick, because I was like, oh shit.
Because, like, John B's like saying to Sarah, oh, he's here, and he's back, he's here.
I'm not crazy.
He was just here, and then he goes, John B said something, I can't remember what he said, he goes, I don't believe him either, and Sarah turns around there, and there's, Big John, and he's like, welcome to the family and all that. Because
she was crying too. She's like, oh my god, like, my father didn't kill you. Like, I'm so, oh my god, like, John B's talked so much about you. Like, I thought that was cute, because it's like, you really see that, oh my god, you're alive.
If you remember that Big John worked for Ward, and so she has.
Oh yeah. So I guess she has met him before. Okay. Good call on that. But I thought that
happy that he was back, and that.
Yeah, and also she's probably happy, like, my father didn't kill you. Like, thank God. You know what I mean? Like.
And he's like, with the family.
I am a little bit worried about that though, because this might give Sarah more of like, oh, my father didn't kill him.
Did you catch him calling her Mrs. Rutledge? Did you catch him say that to her?
Mrs. Rutledge. Yes. You know, welcome to the family, Mrs. Rutledge. Yeah, I thought that was cute. And also, I mean, like I said, like, John B and Big John all go, they like, John B gets sucked into looking for the diary, because the diary pages in the Twinkie, because that's where he went off when, you know, Sarah thought, you know, John B was going crazy. He went to the Twinkie, and I knew right away the Annie. I'm like, he went straight to the Twinkie. Like, I'm like, he went there. So when John B asked Big John, like, you know, his father, like, where did you go? John B should have knew instantly, oh, he went to go look for the pages. He's obsessed. And John B realized how much his father is obsessed, because he ended up killing 2 people that ended up stealing the diary from the teacher, because they went straight to the teacher.
Mr. Sun is back!
Yeah, Mr. Sun is back. And I thought it was cool, though, because they went to... Big John knew that, oh my god, like, Mr. Sun would have probably the actual diary itself.
The original.
You know what I mean? The original, because, you know, the pages got ruined in the Twinkie, so let's go there. But, of course, the two boat dudes back at the end of season 2 on the Coastal Adventure, they came back, and they're working for Carlos now to get the book. So there was a moment where, like, there was a big chase on in the Outer Banks, where it was, of course, you know, Big John and John B on the I forget what you call it. It's like a jet ski, and they were chasing after them because they had the diary. And the moment where, like, they thought everything was cool, you know, Big John kind of negotiated. They were about to kill
when they looked
John B.
Yeah, when they looked at the diary, they, like, tied up Mr. Sun and put him in his bathtub.
Yeah, they did. Which, I felt bad for Mr. Sun that, you know, he thought that, oh, like, he was going to do, like, they were going to take it to a museum. But that wasn't the case. They were working for Carlos. So, you know, you really see back what Carlos said back in episode, 3, when he said, I have connections out in the Outer Banks. Everybody owes me a favor. And it ends up being them, because the only reason that they're working for Carlos is they want to move shipments through Carlos's territory, where and he lives out where? He lives in Portugal? Was it like
Barbados.
Barbados, yeah. So, you know, it's just very interesting seeing how much power that Carlos has. But I really did feel bad for, you know, John B, because, you know, when he saw his father kill those 2 dudes, he thought you just killed them, and he's like, you know, no, they were about to kill you. I couldn't let that happen. Yeah, if you want to, you know, hold that against me, that's fine, but, like, I was not going to let them kill you.
I can't lose you again.
I can't lose you again. And I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, he was willing to do anything he could to save his son, and if anybody was in that situation, I think anybody would be doing stuff like that, you know what I mean, to save their kid. So, especially after, you know, all the shit that's happened, and especially them being gone, like, them being split up for so many years, I understood, like, he's like, I'm not going to lose you again. You know what I mean? Like, they were going to they were going to kill you. You know what I mean? We thought that, like, I thought that the negotiating worked, but they were about to kill you. Because all of it's about greed, essentially. Everybody is greedy. Carlos is greedy. Ward is greedy, but I feel like even Ward is kind of like realizing his sins and kind of trying to be ungreedy by trying to do like the right step on giving that to a museum. But Rafe is greedy. Even Rafe is probably the greediest of them all right now, because he said that because Rafe said that that's my cross, when in reality it's not his cross. And even Ward knows it's not your cross. We got to give this cross to the museum, dude. And he's like, so it's like Ward is kind of in the redemption arc a little bit right now, and Rafe is kind of taking the place of it's my cross being greedy.
The cross belongs to Pope soon, because Pope is descendant or ancestor
of Denmark, descendant of Denmark Tanning, which also let's talk about before we get back to JJ and in the conversation with JJ and Kiara. Let's talk about when what was it, Pope got back home, who moved in?
Cleo. And
what'd you think about that? That was really I was happy for Cleo.
Yeah, she was like fun, happy. She has her
own room. She's never had a room, and I love it when Pope's like, just knock on my door if you need anything, and it was really cute because she said thank you. Pope's like, she's smiling at the room and happy about the room, that she has her own bedroom. Like she's been like going to ship to ship, doing little side jobs. She's never had like a home.
She shares the room with Pope. It's Pope's bedroom.
But it's still like, well, actually no. He says like, this is your room, so he's gonna be somewhere else. He's like, this is your space. This is your room. Just knock if you need anything. It was really cute. I was like, and also even Pope's parents caught the connection that they have. I thought that was adorable. And I love when Pope's like, I need to let people need to know this story about Denmark Tanning gave this cross to free slaves. You know what I mean? It's there. He gave it to them. It's their cross. And like, that's a story that needs to be told. And you could just see how proud his mom and father were that he wanted to tell that story. And he's all about his, about his heritage and everything like that, and his history. And I thought that was really awesome. You could really tell that, Cleo is proud of him. She's like, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, look how good of a person Pope is. And I'm loving the dynamic of, like, also his family, like, bringing him back in. Because we know the conversation Pope had with his father. He told him, he ended up fighting his father before he left to help them out. Like, I really felt they left it on bad terms, but they were gone for so long that he kind of forgave him.
Of Cleo
and Pope, that's a good picture. But I want you to talk about the whole JJ and how, with JJ, how he reacted to Kiara about her going back home. And
he was just like, he called her a kook.
Mm-hmm.
He said that she can't leave figure 8.
And she's like, he even said like, oh, like, it would never work because, you're a kook and it would just make things weird, and you know what I mean, and just like, you live on figure 8, I don't. Like, I live in a place that I'm getting it, like, I'm getting kicked out in the next couple of days because he got evicted.
Evicted.
Yeah, he's getting evicted, and
you have parents. I don't have parents at all right now. She has both her parents,
and we know how Kiara's mom does not like the Pogues, even though she married a Pogue, and even though her father and her mother, like even her father says, you're not a Pogue, you're a kook, whether you like it or not. Even though I grew up as a Pogue, you know what I mean, you grew up you grew up in kook life, even though she prefers the Pogue life.
There's a line season 2 that she's fighting with her mom, and her mom goes, she says, God, you're so weird that I left with the Pogue. But guess what? I already did. Like, telling her mom that she
slept
with
Pope, and she already slept with a Pogue.
And
yeah,
her mom was so worried about it, but it's like Kiara's following her dad's life, not following the life her mom
and she's following the life that she wants, and and she doesn't care that she was born on figure 8. She doesn't care that she has kook money. She wants to be there. And also JJ saying like, oh, like don't act like you care about me and blah 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 blah. And I love when, they finally, because he rides off on his dirt bike and pretty much says, like, it just won't work out. And
it's a motorcycle.
It's a dirt bike. It's actually not a motorcycle. It's a dirt bike. It's a dirt bike. I'm just telling you what it is. It's not a motorcycle. But I do love when they do have their interaction again because, Sarah ends up finding out about the cross coming back to the Outer Banks and says, can you go talk to, John B. and go talk to JJ and I'll go tell Pope about the cross. And he's under lockdown, so Pope can't even leave. So I'm excited to see how, like, Kiara and JJ and also Sarah are going to get the cross back when John B.
How is he on lockdown?
I have no clue. I guess the parents don't want him doing any more treasure hunting. But But I feel like they'll change their mind once they find out that the cross, they'll be able to get the cross back. They might change their mind. But while John B is going out to, where is he going with his father, Big John? He's going out to like somewhere else to go find the final piece or go find another clue to lead to the big El Dorado, City of Gold. And, so it's kind of like the team is kind of split. There's only 3 people kind of willing to go try to do this heist to get the cross back and kind of, foil Rafe's, what's it called? What's the word? I guess, what's it called? His buy or whatever. Like him doing his meetup to sell the cross, or so-called sell the cross.
The name of the episode is called Heists.
Yeah.
So.
I am excited. But, what else? So I do love when the moment where, like, Kiara and JJ end up talking again, and she's like, don't ever tell me that I don't care about you.
I do care.
And you calling me, a kook was a low blow, man. And they're like, he's like, why don't we just sketch this? Let's just forget about it, and let's just start over. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be us. And, of course, they kind of agree on that, but you could totally tell that they're going to get together at the end of the season. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not what they want, but they're just saying that this is what we need right now.
He keeps saying that he thinks JJ's gonna die. I'm like,
I have a weird feeling.
Tell me.
I hope it's not gonna happen.
Saying that he's gonna die, because that will be.
I don't want to think it, but I am worried what they are doing with it, because I feel like we're kind of leading up to the point where, like, it's unsaid how they feel about each other, and what if it's too late by the end of the season? What if he does get hurt? And I mean, like, what if, or what if she gets hurt and it's something unsaid? I am worried, because I feel like the more they keep pushing for the gold, especially with this powered villain in the mix of like the kind of like the race to get to the City of Gold, someone's gonna get hurt. And even I love how even Pope's parents realize that, like, if you keep pushing, something worse could happen. JJ even knows if you keep pushing, something worse is gonna happen. I feel like everybody knows if we keep doing what we're doing, some shit's gonna happen. And I feel like I feel like this is a worse villain than Ward, because this dude has so much money, so much power everywhere. Ward doesn't have that kind of connection like this Carlos dude does. You know what I mean? Police work for him on the islands of that, that Carlos is on, and Barbados or whatever. Like, so there's just, it's scary what this dude's capable of. You are tired, I can tell you are. I don't know how you are, because you went to bed early, but,
No, I didn't. I went to bed at 11 o'clock.
That's pretty early. That's not late. I stayed up later than you, and I'm not tired. But what else, though? I mean, I'm just thinking, like, besides the fact of I don't think it's gonna go well with Barry, like, with Rafe hiring Barry to steal the cross, and I have a feeling that he will turn on Rafe. He will.
He can say Country Club in Barry's voice.
Hey, Country Club. Hey, Country Club. I loved it, because he didn't even know who it was at first. I'm like, because he said, hey, look, everybody, it's Country Club. I said, oh, shit. I said, Barry's back. Oh, my God. That dude, I feel like it just keeps getting sucked in. It just keeps getting in the middle of all the bullshit. It's the funniest thing in the world, because he's like, you think I'm dumb, Country Club. I'm not. You kind of are, dude, because you keep getting sucked in.
It's weird.
So the worst situations ever.
It's weird. Barry and Ray both got haircuts for the season.
Oh, yeah, they did. It is funny, because Bro was rocking long hair in both seasons. They both were. And then it kind of went to, like, they're rocking the kind of, like, the buzz cuts. I mean, hey, Three Stooges, you know what I mean? I just find it funny.
Larry, Curly, and Moe.
Yeah, seriously, all we just need is Ward. We need Ward back. Ward with his cane. Oh my God! But I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying it. I don't like, though, that John B does not know that they're going after the cross and it's back in the Outer Banks.
Ward can be old man Curly.
Old man Curly, jeez. Old man Ward. That's what I'm gonna call him from now on. Old man Ward. Him rocking with his cane out and wherever, and yeah, I don't know.
He's like this young, like, semi-hot guy in Jesse, and then become the.
Also, they have to age him up too. They gotta age Bro up a little bit to make him look a little bit old and stressed.
He was like in his late 30s in Jesse. He's like in his early 40s.
But I'm excited. I'm excited to see this heist mission in the next episode. There's only gonna be 3 people. I feel like Pope and, of course, Cleo will find a way out to help them. Yeah. I feel like regardless of them Pope telling his parents.
I don't think Cleo's in lockdown. She's not.
Oh no, she can leave whenever she wants to. Like, there's no doubt about it. But I still think that Pope wants to be there. I mean, if they lose, I think they're gonna lose the cross again. I don't think they're gonna get it. I have a terrible feeling. And especially, oh my god, Barry's gonna be pissed to find out they're involved again.
Yeah.
The Pogues.
Barry
And his
hates
sister
the
is
Pogues.
involved again. Rafe's sister is involved again. And I feel like that's when Rafe will find out your sister's back from Barry. Like, I ran into your sister again in her stupid friend Pogues. Or stupid Pogue friends. I feel like he'll say that, and then Rafe will get involved. And a whole bunch of shit will break out. I have a feeling that Ward will stay where he's at. I don't know if we'll get into the mix.
Well, Sarah
but,
will go wherever
yeah.
John B is.
I know, but I
because-
feel like Ward isn't going to be involved. I feel like Rafe is kind of taking the Ward role this season, and he's doing all like the deals and doing all like the hurting people and doing all that shit. He's kind of doing his father's bidding this season, while his father is kind of on the redemption arc a little bit.
Ward
I don't
isn't
know.
really that. I don't feel like Ward's a bad guy this season. I feel
I think
like.
he's on a redemption arc. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, you'll think Rafe's on a redemption arc too.
Well, I thought I told you I was gonna hold off on that because I was like, he's doing bad shit again. Clearly, I told you I'm not giving him the full. Oh, he's fully committed to that redemption arc. Clearly not. I'm not still doing it for even Ward, but I feel like even Ward. I feel like this was a big step on him doing that. Even though I'm glad he's giving it to a museum and not just trying to
Tell it.
because Pope wanted to do that. I think Pope wanted to give it to a museum. Like, I mean, I think that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
So, because he wasn't going to keep it. I think he was going to give it to a museum. So, in a way, it's kind of the right decision. I'm glad that Ward knew about
want
it.
to sell it to Carlos?
Did they do what?
Didn't Rafe want to send it?
Rafe wanted to sell it to Carlos to get money, but it turns out he got screwed over. Because, of course, Carlos wanted to keep him and keep Kiara to find out who the hell has the diary.
He didn't know he technically kidnapped.
He kidnapped both of them,
Yeah.
technically, at that point, yes.
Zach thinks that Rafe was wearing a dress.
Oh, I thought it was funny. I was like, it's kind of funny. I was like, Rafe, because I won't know. I thought it was funny because there was 4 dresses in there, and I thought to myself, bro knew he was gonna capture Rafe, and there was only 3 girls, so I was like, no, someone's wearing a dress. And it was funny because when Big John got captured by Carlos back whenever he got put into the same room, I said, damn well he had to wear one of those dresses too to have a dinner with Carlos. I thought that was weird, bro had like just dresses ready for his captured guests. That's so James Bond villain shit. I can't get over that. So also I'm getting annoyed with the Carlos dude too. He's pissing me off.
I don't like
So
him.
I don't know. That's another villain that's annoying me just as much as Ward
Did
did.
he kill RJ?
Who?
Carlos?
Carlos, did he kill RJ?
Yeah.
The dude that flew the plane?
No, it was Jimmy.
Jimmy? Who's RJ?
RJ is the one that runs that shop.
I don't think he did. No. But he killed Jimmy. I think he did.
Yeah, he killed Jimmy.
But it was a little weird that he did it off camera. Like, he made the dude go around the deck to shoot him. So it makes me think, did he actually kill him? Like,
Yeah, because...
It was a roundabout porch, not really deck, but... Did he actually kill him, or did he just shoot right next to Jimmy just to scare them? I'm
Jimmy's
curious.
dead.
Is he, though? Because we didn't see him die. But, I mean, why, if he wants to make... I think maybe Carlos is talking big game, but maybe he's not about it. Maybe he's just trying to scare them. Because I have a weird feeling that maybe that Jimmy dude's not dead. Because we didn't really necessarily see him die. So I don't know. I feel like most likely he's probably dead. But you never know. If you don't see a body, I usually roll like if you don't see a body, person's not dead. He's not dead. And I had that worry when Ward blew himself up on the boat. I was like, if we don't see a body, I think he's not dead. I even told you, I was like, I have a feeling he's not dead. Please tell me he's dead. And you told me he wasn't. I was like, shit.
No,
I was like, God damn it, that damn dude.
Yeah, I spoiled that episode season 2 for him.
I don't really care. I mean, I knew I had a feeling that bro wasn't dead. I was like, there's no way he's dead. Like, there's no way he would do this dude.
He's like
he didn't just screw over everybody, kill everybody for that gold, and then just blow himself up because he didn't have it his way.
Like,
He wouldn't have done that.
He's like, please tell me. I'm like, no.
I couldn't just have my win, could I? But either way, enjoyed this episode. Cannot wait to go into episode, what was it, 5?
Yeah, that will be 5, 6, and 7 will be up. Will most likely be up tonight after I get off work.
Yeah, 5, 6, and 7 will most likely be up tonight, like Annie said. Depending on, when she gets back from work, depending on how tired she is from work. Worst case scenario, we'll get everything done, hopefully, on Saturday, because she's off all Saturday, so most likely we'll just keep banging them out if we don't get any, or at least if we just get 2 done tonight. We'll try to get the rest of them out on Saturday. But definitely let us know again if you guys have finished watching the series, or if you guys have just you guys have been watching it as we're releasing these videos. Definitely let us know how you guys have been liking the season. Of course, spoiler free. Don't give us any spoilers. But definitely also let us know what your favorite episode is without giving any spoilers. I really am curious to know how you guys liked season 3 of Outer Banks so far. I want to know also if you're finished with the season, how excited are you for season 4? I'm really curious to know. And also I want to know, and I'm curious, do you guys want season 4 to be the last season? Because also,
No.
hear me out, guys. As fun as this is, it is a recurring theme where it's like we keep getting to, it's just gold and treasure hunting based. It's a gold and treasure hunting based show. It's treasure hunting based show. How many times can you guys do this before it gets stale? That's what I'm trying to say. There needs to be an end point, and I'm thinking I can't see the show going past the season 5. As popular as it is, I don't know if that's the right decision, because it does feel very rinse and repeat, adding some things to it, but it feels very rinse and repeat. And I feel like how much more can you do when we're already going to the City of Gold? We're going to El Dorado. Like, what else can you do? Atlantis? Are you going to do Atlantis next? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're getting to the point where, like, okay, I think this should be it. I don't know what they're going to do for season 4, but we won't know until the end of the season what they're going to be doing. But I think maybe after season 4, I'm personally thinking that might be it. Personally. But we'll have to wait and see how this ends and how season 4 ends to see should it end. I don't know. I'm enjoying myself still, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't enjoy myself in the whole rinse and repeat thing and them adding some things. But I'm feeling to myself that they do need to end this soon before it overstays its welcome. I feel like that goes with every kind of TV show that you watch. You don't want it to overstay its welcome and get stale. So honestly, I'm really curious to know: do you guys want anything past the season 4? Do you guys think season 4 should be the last season? Let me know. Again, here if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put those notifications, like this video. I'd love to have you guys here, a part of the fam, a part of the channel. We're all about spreading love, positivity, and motivation. And yet again, guys, we're almost to 700 subscribers. Right now, we're at 670, if I'm correct. We're almost to 700 subscribers. So yet again, I would love it if you guys could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and put on those notifications. But guys, yet again, that was the video. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and we'll see you guys in episode 5 of Outer Banks Season 3. Peace.